Six World, give me one more face off. What's good, everybody? My name is Six World. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be talking about Dragon Ball and Naruto. A special treat for y'all today. One of the biggest incel arguments in the anime verse is which anime is better, Dragon Ball or Naruto?
6'7", 6'7", 6'7", Goku's better, Goku!
Now I think we can all agree that when we were young boys, we used to do crazy stuff like throw kamehamehas in the mirror, or we ran to the lunch line like Naruto. Alright, we used to be one of those, and if you didn't do any of that, you're probably a loser. You're probably a 30-year-old man watching red pill videos while also collecting Pokemon cards on the side with low punny on it. I know exactly what you are. I'm just kidding, I'm just joking. OMG, put the Twitter torches down. Do not cook me in the comments. I'm just kidding. Relax. It's okay to be 30 and watch red pill videos. It's okay.
Gonna cry?
But enough yapping. I guess the question of the day is, which anime has the better story, Dragon Ball or Naruto? So we are gonna dive deep into the lore today of Dragon Ball and Naruto, and no, I'm not gonna be biased because I like them both equally, I think. So let's start with Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball is literally a copy-paste origin story of Superman. If you ever seen the movie Man of Steel, then you know the whole story of Dragon Ball. It's literally the same exact thing. That man Zack Snyder was cooking up a Dragon Ball movie and didn't even know it. But shout out to Dragon Ball Evolution though.
What are you doing here, Geeko?
So Goku is a Saiyan sent by his father Bardock to Earth to protect him from being blown up with planet Vegeta. Superman, or Kal-El, is a Kryptonian that was sent by his father Jor-El to planet Earth as well, so Brainiac would also not destroy his son with the planet. But nah, I'm just dragging it. There's no way there's any more similarities between the two at all. I mean, come on, it's Dragon Ball, right? I mean, there's no way General Zod, Raditz, would come to the Earth and ask Goku to join the last remaining of his species. There's no way they would do that the same way Superman did it. There's no way. Yeah, just come on, no way. And then we have Naruto, or should I say the chosen one, that was literally a kid that had a demon fox sealed inside of him when he was a baby to give him the power to protect his village, which in result made everyone resent and hate him since he was a jit. Crazy. I mean, everyone can relate to Naruto's story. People not liking you, resenting you, and hating you just because you're different. Can someone grab tissues for the red pill men in the back, please? Thank you. But seriously, everyone can relate to Naruto, if not at least feel for what he's been through. Who the fuck can relate to a kid with a tail that turns into a fucking big ass monkey when the full moon shows up, that kills his grandfather, and of course he's loved by every person he comes across except for the army that hates him and wants to kill him? But that's besides the point. The point is, Goku had a boring ass childhood and his only enemies were really the Red Ribbon Army. I mean, yeah, you had Piccolo and Tien and Yamcha, but those niggas were weak and they're like his best friends now. One of them raised his kid when he died. Like, what? In the original Naruto, nobody liked him in the village, not even his own teacher, and that's because he had Kurama sealed inside of him, and Kurama's the nine-tailed beast that got his parents killed. Naruto was literally a little ass kid battling depression because nobody in his village fucked with him, and he had a lot to prove because everyone in the village resented him because of the nine-tailed fox. But Goku had everything handed to him. He saw the Kamehameha one time and perfected it. He was given a Nimbus cloud so he could fly around everywhere. This kid had literally everything handed to him. Meanwhile, Naruto had to fight for everything that he's gotten in the world, including his friendships. Naruto literally fought for all the bonds that he has, and Goku just had everything handed to him, and that's why he is the way he is today. An idiot. And here come the Dragon Ball people twerking and swinging their torches, screaming on the top of their lungs, "Naruto's an idiot too!" Brother, Naruto was like 12 when he was acting like that. He grew up out of that mentality. Goku is a grown ass man, still acts this way. In Dragon Ball Super, by the way, which also in Dragon Ball Super, Goku does not know how babies are made.
Whoa! What was that, Trunks? You put your mouth on hers. That's so weird.
Kakarot, you've never kissed someone?
Huh? No, of course not.
Grown ass man, bruh. But if we're comparing the original Dragon Ball to the original Naruto, Naruto obviously clears because it's a better story. And again, like I said, Dragon Ball is fun to watch, but the story is just non-existent. Dragon Ball Z is going to be a little bit different just because of the fact that it kind of is Goku's story, but it is kind of Gohan's story as well. And I say this because the best parts of Dragon Ball Z were Gohan's story. Alright, so we're talking peak from Saiyan Saga all the way to the Cell Saga was literally peak storytelling. You can't tell me different. Gohan having this hidden power and then getting trained by Piccolo, Goku's like #1 top op, and then it was just so crazy how they told that story. And then this random teenager comes from the future and he goes Super Saiyan and we're like, who is this? And then it's Vegeta's son, and then he was also trained by Gohan. Like, Dragon Ball Z is the story of Gohan. I mean, Gohan is literally the first character you see when you start watching Dragon Ball Z. It is his story, at least from the Saiyan Saga to the Cell Saga. Buu Saga's a little bit debatable, but it kind of just tells you that, you know, Gohan can't carry the torch, and here comes Goku. And of course, you got the classic Goku Super Saiyan transformation for the first time, which was also peak. But again, like I said, this was all a build-up for the story of Gohan. But of course, the fans were not happy that Goku was dead. So instead of Gohan redeeming himself and being the one to defeat Buu, they had him literally drop the earring, and then he got absorbed, and then Goku saved the day. And then the Buu Saga was nothing but just transformations and fusions. It was just like a, I don't know, like a drag show. I don't know, dude. It was just showing off everything, and I was just like, okay, that's cool, but it's, the story suffered a lot because of that. There were fun little episodes like Gohan going to school and being on the baseball team, but at the end of the day, that has nothing to do with the story of Goku. So Shippuden obviously wins this as well. I don't even have to explain Shippuden because we all know that's peak. Like, just the scene alone where Naruto starts hyperventilating because of all the stress and buildup he had from trying to like bring Sasuke back. It was just such an emotional and strong story for Naruto. Dragon Ball cannot tell that type of story. Again, they're all about fashion and, you know, showing off cool moves and transformations, which is cool. It's fun to watch, like I said, but the story suffers a lot because of that. So, yeah, Shippuden clears Dragon Ball Z as well. I mean, it's not that bad, but again, the Buu Saga ruins it. I mean, Naruto and Goku do have some similarities though, like both their senseis are perverted as fuck, so you know, there's that. Even if you look at the villains in each of their stories, like Frieza is just a psychopath, Cell is just a killing machine, Majin Buu, again, another like magical like demon, like they're just demons. All the villains in Dragon Ball are just strictly like demons, like they are just insane, batshit fucking crazy. But if you look at the villains in Naruto, if one of their villains actually came up to you and explained their story, you would probably join them because they're not wrong. There's two sides to the story, you feel what I'm saying? So they don't really have that in Dragon Ball. Pain's speech alone had me like, damn, you know what? Maybe the Hidden Leaf do gotta go. Maybe they are the villains. Maybe they are the problem. You know what I mean? So there's that. Frieza comes up to you and be like, I hate monkeys. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, you're not gonna join a Frieza army because he hates monkeys. That's crazy. Unless you're just like a crazy racist, maybe.
Me or this white rock right here? Be honest. Don't lie to me.
The rock, it serves a purpose.
You're not gonna join Frieza. You're not gonna join Cell. You're not gonna join, like, dude, you're not gonna join their villains because they're fucking crazy. They'll probably kill you. At least the villains in Naruto had a reason and they had purpose for what they were doing, which made it a great story. I mean, yeah, they did have Orochimaru, but like most of their villains weren't even really villains. They were just misunderstood, and that's just modern day today, you know? So it makes a lot of sense. And Naruto told a very beautiful and tragic story, and Goku's story wasn't tragic at all. Like, the most tragical thing from his story is that his grandpa died because he stepped on him. That was pretty much it. You know, if anything, Gohan's story was more tragic. Since he was like 6 years old, he's been watching his father die, his best friends die, even in the future era where he died protecting Trunks. Like, it was just insanity how much Gohan went through. Gohan's story is a really beautiful story, and I believe Gohan's story is better than Goku's, but that's for a different day. I mean, there's people out there that's going to disagree, and that's because they just love watching grown men scream and power up and change the color of their hair. So, you know, it is what it is. But no hate towards Dragon Ball. I love Dragon Ball, but I gotta be real with myself and real with you as well. It's not a better story than Naruto.
Yeah.
friends or foes, I don't even know. All that I know are these niggas won't come for the ghost. Talk shit and play victim, they pussy. Yeah, fuck on this bitch while she wearing my hoodie. They know I'm the king of this shit. No misses, no ring in this bitch. I turn that little bitch throat to a goat. Fuck on a yacht, yeah, shot a little boat. Do I love her or lust her? I don't even know. Dead or alive, they want me to fold. These pussies can't fuck with a goat. All I had to do was put my mind